Hi, this is Christy with Cultivating Calm, here to bring you my first series on how to walk from depression or being in the dark to the light, which is moving forward. And so, in this series, each episode will have a number so that you're able to follow and to kind of go into the next steps. If you can like the series and listen to it till the end, it's really helpful to the channel. Also, if you can share it with somebody that you feel like this can help them, that not only helps me continue to be able to do this, but it also will help others, and it's a free resource for them. So thank you so much, and I'm going to get started. So today we're going to talk about how to take ourselves from like a deep darkness, depression, into moving forward, where we feel like sometimes that we're just spinning and we're not able to really get anywhere. Or to, have you ever heard the expression or felt this way of like where you're digging yourself out from like, I'm so depressed, I just have to dig myself out, or I just have to like feel like I can get up in the morning, or I just am feeling like I'm hibernating, right? So I want to just talk a little bit about that. And recently it was described to me in two different ways that it just spoke to my spirit, and I wanted to share that with you. So first, it was that instead of us thinking of this time in our life as depression, and when I think of depression, I kind of feel like oppression, right? Where I feel stuck, where I feel like something's holding me back or holding me down. And if you think about it as going within, going into the dark cave, and really thinking about, this is a time where I'm able to examine these feelings. I'm able to feel all the feels. I'm able to like really say, man, the grief is so much and surrounding me today. Or I'm just sad. I feel so sad. And why are we sad, right? So we're going to walk through some of those different ways of feeling the feels. But really to understand that if you look at it as a cave, and today I heard it as the dark forest, thinking about when you go into a cave or into the forest, there's always a way out. And that you literally have the skills and the opportunity and the strength to move yourself out of the forest or out of the cave. And so today I just want you to imagine that you're in a cave or you're in the dark forest, and at the end of the darkness, and it can be as far away as you want it to be, that you see the sun and the light at the opening of the forest or the cave. And so it may take us a little bit of time to get to the opening, but you are strong enough and capable to get to the opening, and that we're going to examine, understand, and know what is surrounding us, what pain, what fear has us feeling like we're like cocooned in that cave or in that forest, okay? And so, but if you can imagine the darkness is all around you, and that you can see the light, you can see the hope, you can see the sun, the new growth, the new spring out in the doorway of the cave, or out in the path of the dark forest, that you actually have the capability to get ourselves out, right? That nobody else is keeping us encompassed in the depression. And so it's just a beautiful way to think about that. So I want you now to think about, in this cave, and I'm going to use the cave because, and we don't jump back and forth through the different analogies here, right? Okay. So in this dark cave, I want you to think about this. It's like, what do you feel like is surrounding you? Is it sadness? Is it grief? Is it loss? And I want you to hold on to the first thought that comes to your mind. And sadness is a big one today that keeps coming in for the collective. So I want you to just think about that. And it's like, what's making me sad? I want to acknowledge it. And if you can pull yourself to like thinking about, like, is there a certain age that brings you to really what the sadness is? And a lot of times that will be our root cause and of the sadness, right? But if it's like our 3-year-old, I want you to breathe into whichever area you can feel it the most. If it's your heart, if it's your solar plexus, which is like the top of your stomach, I want you to breathe into that. And I want you just to imagine holding, if it's your 3-year-old self, your 8-year-old self, your 12-year-old self, holding that inner child of you, embracing them, and letting them know that you're sending them love and support. This is a way that we can acknowledge our feelings, really support our inner child. And I would love to work with anybody that feels like they have some root causes, some sadness that they would like some help walking through. I'm happy to do that with you. Just email me. So I want you just to think about that. Think about the sadness. We're going to imagine just now releasing the sadness. We're having the wind come in the cave. And as the wind just starts moving through, a warm breeze of movement, it's actually going to move us a little forward in the cave, closer to the light, closer to the sun, closer to the new beginnings. And this warm wind is actually going to make us feel calm and peaceful. We're going to thank it for its movement. And if there's any sadness you want to send along with the wind, so it goes out into the air and dissipates and recycles, we're going to pass that wind on and give it honor and thankful. We're very thankful, right, for this feeling of sadness because it's taught us and it's left us with quite a bit of wisdom that we've learned from it. I want you just to take a really deep breath in. And in your exhale, you're just sending all that you would like to send with the wind in your exhale. As we step forward and we start to move through some of the darkness in our life. Now, the next series I'm going to bring to you is how to use the wisdom from that sadness. I want you to just be gentle with yourself today as many times as you want to. I think it's great for you to imagine whatever feeling is keeping you in the darkness. Feel the feeling, examine the feeling, understand and listen to it, support it, love it, and thank it, and release it. And we're going to work more on how we're going to work with the wisdom and the knowledge from the sadness. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.